Now my next topic is constitutional design. Pen. Constitutional design, and this chapter is very important because first of all we can see here the picture of Nelson Mandela. The picture of Nelson Mandela, because Constitution of South Africa is very important. Constitution of South Africa is very important, and overview is, we note in this chapter, here it is, enlarging for you. In this chapter, we ask some basic question about the constitutional design in a democracy. There are two things. Design of constitution, number one. Number two, design of democracy. Our constitution, if we compare with our constitution, Indian constitution, right? So we have two things, these two things. One is constitution design, and another is democracy. Why do we need the constitution first? First of all, why do we need a constitution? हमें संविधान क्यों चाहिए होता है? Why do we need constitution? Suppose if I ask you that what is the constitution, you will simply say, sir, constitution is a set of basic rules on which a country being run. Absolutely correct. बिल्कुल सही है ये. लेकिन constitution simple rule and regulation ही है. Or constitution, what else the constitution gives you? We will read in this chapter. Why do we need a constitution? How are the constitution drawn up? Constitution कैसे drawn किया जाता है? Who designs them? इसको design कौन करता है? And in what way? What are the values? इनकी values क्या हैं? What shape the constitution in democratic states? Democratic states में constitution का क्या shape होता है? किस तरीके से ये काम करता है? किस shape में ये काम करता है? Once a constitution is accepted, एक बार यदि constitution को accept कर लिया जाए, can we make changes? What do you mean by changes here? Can we make the amendment in the constitution later as required by the changing conditions? One recent instance in designing constitution for a democratic state is that of South Africa. South Africa की बात कर रहे हैं हम. हमने अभी आपको कहा, just now I told you about South Africa, right? South Africa. The South African went about this task of designing their constitution. Then we turn to how the Indian constitution was made. You know, how will you able to understand? You know, our constitution was made started in 46 and 47, started in 47, and it completed 2 years. It was completed in 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days. We got many constitution. We read many constitution, and what we did, we kept the best things from those constitution in our constitution. We put those best things from other constitution in our constitution. That's why our constitution is very enlarged. It's a written constitution. It's a voluminous constitution. It's one of the biggest constitution. A recent instance of designing constitution for a democratic state is that of South Africa. We began this chapter by looking at what happened there and how the South Africans went about the task of designing their constitution. South Africa के लोग किस तरीके से उन्होंने design किया इस constitution को. This is all in the introduction part. Then we turn how the Indian constitution was made. मैंने अभी आपको कहा था कि if the comparison is not there, you cannot judge which is the best one. You said, for example, A is a candidate, B is a candidate. I said B is the best candidate, B is the best one, and A is the second one. How you do it? You compare everything. You compare between the two things. When the comparison is there, you will get the best one, right? So we will compare our constitution and their constitution, and how it provides a good framework for a conduct of citizen life and that of the government. Okay, so which type of government they have in South Africa, how they are providing the best. Now, democratic constitution in South Africa. Here, we start now. Democratic constitution is in South Africa. Now, let me tell you one thing. South Africa was having apartheid, rang bhed niti, rule of discrimination. Their minority of whites, they were ruling on majority of blacks. Minority, that was Botha government, was ruling majority, that black people. And they were having absolutely separate. There were a lot of discriminations between the black and white. Between the black and white. And this man, Nelson Mandela, he and his wife, Winnie Mandela, they fought for the whole life. You know, when Nelson Mandela went to jail, he was only 22. And when he came from the jail, he was 67. 45 years in jail. 45 years in jail. 22 and 67. So let's try. I have fought against white domination. It is here. I have fought against white domination. I will describe you. Let me read first. Domination, and I have fought against black domination. I have cherished the ideal of democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with the equal opportunities. It is an ideal which hope to live for and to achieve. But if needs be, it is an ideal for which I have prepared to die. You know what he said? I have fought against white domination. जो white लोग रूल करते थे हमारे ऊपर, मैं उनके लिए सारी उम्र लड़ता रहा. I have fought. And I have fought against black domination also. I am not in favor of black domination. And I don't want that black should dominate the white. No one dominate each other. Not black nor white, number one. I have cherished, मैं ये सोचता रहा और मैं enjoy करता रहा किसको? The ideal of a democratic and free society. मैं एक ऐसी society के बारे में सोचता हूँ और उसको enjoy करता हूँ जहाँ पे everyone is free in the society. सबके अपने अपने अधिकार हैं. No one single person is discriminated against anyone. किसी को भी discriminate नहीं किया जाता. Nobody is privileged society. No one is in privileged part of the society. किसी को भी बहुत ज़्यादा सामान, because he is a privileged one, he is from the white minority, he is from rich person, so he should be privileged. No, everyone is equal before the law. All persons live together. I cherish a society where all the persons, they live together. सभी मिलजुल के रहते हैं. Look how much good he was thinking. And for this goodness, he spent 67 years in jail. Right? So together in harmony and with the equal opportunities means everyone is equal before the law. Everyone should get equal opportunities. It is an ideal which I hope to live. मैं एक ऐसा आइडिया है, एक ऐसी सोच है जिसके लिए मैं जिंदा रहना चाहता हूँ और जिसके लिए मैं चाहूंगा कि उसी के लिए मैं मर भी जाऊं. Right? It is an ideal which I hope to live for and to achieve. But if I never needs be, मैं इसके लिए यदि समय की जरूरत है, then for which I am prepared to die. मैं इस सोच के आगे इतना नतमस्तक हूँ. I love this सोच, I love this idea, I love this desire कि everyone should be equal in the society Everyone is should no one should be privileged, right? So I am living for this for this type of idea, and I can die for this type of idea. And who was he? This was Nelson Mandela, the first president of South Africa, independent president of South Africa. This was Nelson Mandela being tried for treason. Treason matlab gaddari by the white South African government. He had seven other leaders were sentenced to life imprisonment in 1964. He was imprisonment. He has to go for imprisonment in 1964 for daring to oppose the apartheid regime. तो उसने apartheid regime को expose किया था वर्ल्ड के सामने. Apartheid रंग भेद नीति. Apartheid is a South African word. Apartheid is not an English word. Apartheid is a South African word. It means rang bhed niti. It means the government is on color bias. Color bias. Rang bhed karti hai, or the government is discriminating between white and the black. He spent the next 28 years in South Africa, most dreaded prison, 28 years. Look, he spent 28 years in South African jail. It was treated, it was treated the most dreaded prison. सबसे भयानक prison में imprisonment में रहा था. It was that is Robben Island. Robben Island के अंदर एक jail है. जिस जेल को बहुत भयानक जेल कहा जाता था. It was said that one of the dreadest imprisonment, and he was in jail there. Struggle, and here is one cartoon. Here's one cartoon over here. Natives, the people who are in South Africa, black people, natives, Indians, we are Indians, and colors. If you are entered this premises, यदि Indians, colored people, native, black people, यदि इस जगह पे आते हैं, ये बाहर लिखा होता था कई घरों के बाहर, तो आते हैं इन नाइट, रात को, it will be listed as missing. You will be listed as missing. आपको गुमशुदा करार दे दिया जाएगा. Armed guards shoot on sight, savage dogs devour the core. मतलब आर्म गार्ड्स आपको मार देंगे और मारकर उनको उन ब्लैक लोगों को भूखे कुत्तों के आगे डाल देंगे. और वो जो ब्लैक डॉग्स हैं, वो जो डॉग्स हैं, वो उनको जो सेवेज डॉग्स हैं, hounded dogs हैं, they will enjoy the meat of human beings. Savage dogs devour the core. The core. उनके ऊपर वो जो CORPSC, right? उन dead body को खाएंगे और उनको enjoy करेंगे. Look how they are treating the human being, the black people. So from here, this you can imagine from this listing, from this danger point, whatever they have told, what this from this sentence you can think what type of people they were. Struggle against South Africa, struggle against apartheid, struggle against apartheid, and struggle against apartheid in South Africa. Apartheid was the name of a system of racial discrimination. I told you just now. It's a system of racial discrimination. It's a racial discrimination unique to South Africa. The white Europeans imposed the system on South Africa. In किसने impose किया था? White people ने. White people ने इनके ऊपर expose किया था. During the 17th and 18th centuries, the trading companies from Europe occupied it with arms and forces in way they occupied India. इन्होंने white people ने South Africa को अपने कब्जे में कर लिया, as they have done with Indian subcontinent. जैसे उन्होंने भारत को किया था, वैसे ही उन्होंने उस देश को कर लिया. But unlike India, a large number of whites had settled in South Africa. लेकिन South Africa में ऐसा नहीं है कि South Africa में only the white people, only the black people were living. No, many white people used to say that South Africa is their land, their land also. Because they are born and brought up over there. South Africa had become the local rulers. They became the local rule. White people become the local rulers over there. Right? Then the system of apartheid divided the system of apartheid divided the people and leveled them on the basis of their skin color. Skin color के ऊपर लोगों को divide कर दिया जाता था. Look, we Indians are also black. हम भी black लोगों में आते हैं. You know, the Britishers, they treated us black. They ruled us 200 years. And we in India, we were ruled by five major countries of the world. Five major countries of the world. We were ruled by the French, we were ruled by the Dutch, we were ruled by the Portuguese, we were ruled by the Mughals, and we were ruled by the Britishers. Same as it happened in South Africa. The native people of South Africa are black in color. They made up about 3/4 of the population and were called blacks. Besides these two groups, there were people of mixed races who were called colored and people who migrated from India. जो यहाँ से इंडिया से साउथ अफ्रीका में गए और दूसरे देशों से साउथ अफ्रीका में बस गए, black people, they were called colored and black people. Besides these two groups, there were people of mixed races who were called colored and people from migrated from India. They were rulers treated all non-whites as inferiors. हम सबको inferior माना जाता था. We are all treated as inferiors. हमें छोटा, we were the second grade citizens of South Africa. We were having no rights. Only majority were of only the white people have they have the rights. उनको अधिकार थे. Non-white people, settlers from India, all black people, they were having no rights at all. They cannot go to the school. Their children cannot go to the white school. They cannot go to the transportation of whites. They cannot venture into the white colonies. Many people were killed even. लोगों को मार दिया जाता था. You have got a poster just now at the left of your book. Right. The non-whites did not voting have, they don't have the voting rights also. The non-whites say they don't have the voting rights also. The apartheid system was particularly oppressive for the blacks. They were forbidden from the living in white areas. उनको white areas में जा नहीं सकते थे, रोक दिया जाता था. They could work in white areas only if they had a permit. वो white area में तभी जा सकते थे जब उनके पास permit होगा. Right. Buses, taxis, hotels, hospitals, schools and colleges, libraries, cinemas, halls and theaters, beaches, swimming pools, public toilets were all separate from the white. जितने सारी चीजें थी उनको बिल्कुल separate कर दिया जाता था. They could not even visit the churches where the white worshipped black, could not form association or protest against the terrible treatment. Everything was separate, right? They were brutally separated from the white areas. They cannot protest against the white. They cannot go to the police stations against the white. They were treated badly over there also because basically police officers and other officers, they were from the white minority, right? Then since 1950, the black, colored, and white and Indians fought against the apartheid system. They launched protests, marches, strikes. The African National Congress was an umbrella Coming to you, just give me a few minutes. Yeah. Since 1950, the blacks, colored, and Indians fought against the apartheid system. Blacks and Indians, they fought against the system. They launched protest marches and strikes, and the African National Congress, the ANC, African National Congress, here it is, African National Congress. Yeah. The African National Congress was the umbrella organization. African National Congress was the umbrella organization, and that led the struggle against the policies of segregation. Segregation मतलब रंग भेद नीति दोनों किसी चीज को अलग अलग कर देना. This included many workers' union, Communist Party, many sensitive white also joined there. And every white was not so every white was not so much anxiety, or they were not behaving bad with the black people. They joined those groups who were fighting against the apartheid. Many sensitive whites also joined the ANC to oppose apartheid and played a leading role in the struggle. Several countries denounced apartheid as unjust, racist. कई countries ने उनके साथ अपने नाते तोड़ लिया, and India also didn't allow any Indians to visit in South Africa, to go and to have a look in South Africa, because Indians were not allowed, and the passport was also stated that the person cannot move to South Africa. Right, but the white racist government continued to rule by detaining, torturing, killing thousands of black colored people. Lekin, whatever condition, lot of people were against, whole of the world was against, but South African people, the Botha government, the white government continued. They killed many black people, they tortured, they detained, and they put them behind the bars, and they were doing everything to continue with the apartheid. Till now, I'm going to put an end. Tomorrow, I will do again on this topic. Till then, take care and have a nice time. Thank you.
Sir, is there any doubt like you want to take of the
Just
students?
wait for a few seconds.